Okay, so I missed you back there a little bit later, okay? But as we said, every golf shot should sort of start this side of that line, okay? So when you're stood behind that golf ball, you're doing all the thinking you need to possibly do, okay? So you're deciding out what sort of shot you want to play. And again, thinking realistically, if someone could tell you what would be your perfect shot that you would looking to achieve, that's the sort of shot you're trying to visualise. So off a tee, for example, we're looking at, say, 200-yard shot, ballpark figure, okay? So down the middle of the fairway, 200 yards, nicely in the air, and landing in play, okay? So you're sort of seeing that shot and then deciding, in the first case, is that the right shot? There could be a bunker at 200 yards. Well, in which case, that could be the wrong club. Maybe a hybrid could be a better club. We can't carry the bunker, so why hit the ball into a narrow spot? Let's lay up short of the bunker and then go over the second shot. Because two shots going 180 yards each or 175 yards each is 350, as opposed to a tee shot that goes 210 yards into a bunker and then a 50-yard bunker shot at best. So I'd rather go 350 in two shots than 210 and 50. So look at what's out there. So all your thinking's done back here. Then you choose the club. Once you've chosen the golf club and you did all the decisions you made, we can then step in from the side. The first thing that we said goes down, as I said before, club goes down beyond the golf ball. Aim that to your target. At this case now, I'd also like to see you look to the target to see what that looks like. Okay, so I'm aiming at that spot down there, and there's my target. Okay, once you then got that club on the ground, we're then putting your grip on the club now. And don't be afraid to take an extra sort of second just to make sure each checkpoint is done correctly. Grip's there nicely, making sure that's correct. Good. Then we set our feet, and with the drive, as we know, that ball position now is forward. The setup's nice and relaxed. Look for your target. I think in this case we don't. Okay, so we're over the ball there now. We're not in practice going to learn really how that does look. The last couple you did, but try and get in the habit of making sure you at least look at your target. I would say at least 2 times, if not 3. Probably looking at the target, I would say the process of when the club goes there, you look at your target, see what it looks like. Then when you've got your grip on, make sure that club hasn't moved. Check the target again. Is the club looking, does that look good to you? Are you happy with that? Okay. Always being mindful of where the target is, because that's what you're trying to get the golf ball towards.
That's right.
Everyone gets so conscious of actually what the golf ball's going to do. Well, hang on, where's the ball going to go? So keep your eye on that, and then once the last, and then set your feet, and then again look at your target, just so you know, okay, I'm setting up the golf ball. How does my body seem now in line with that target? And then once you've done that, you can get nice and relaxed. Cut sort of waggles there to get yourself relaxed. Great shoulder turn now on the way back, and a good full twist through. Good strike. We can release that body up onto that left side, and sort of like 4 of those 6 swings you made were really good shots. One was bad, okay, and one was an okay miss hit. So 5 out of 6 tee shots there you would certainly accept and get you in the position for playing a second shot to the green or second shot down the fairway somewhere. So based on that sort of numbers, you're looking at 15 tee shots out of the 18 are going to be pretty good, okay? And if we have a couple of bad ones, if you're playing Stableford with your mate, then a couple of blobs, so be it. But not always that one that went way left. I've not played St Mary's, as I said, but that could be a hole where there could be another fairway over there, and you might be fine. It could be out of bounds, we don't know. But it's always an opportunity where you could go down the left-hand side and be on a different fairway, so you may have a shot
just come back.
Yeah, exactly. So it may not always be a disaster, okay? But if we can go through that routine, at least by doing that, getting the same process over and over again, you're going to get yourself in the best possible position, not feel then as if, I don't quite feel right, and then stiffen up and seize up and stand there forever and a day. Because part of the reason why you stand there not knowing what to do is just because you think, oh, hang on, I don't feel quite comfortable here. Do I step away? Well, that's going to take a long time and restart. There's people on the tee watching, so, well, I've got to go now. And everything just starts getting a little bit tighter, and it's more down in the ground. So it's very tough then to play golf from that position. Okay? So if we can get that routine, like I say, don't have a practice swing, that's fine. Maybe, I suppose you could argue with sort of short pitch shots, you might want sort of practice swing for judging distance. But again, I personally like to get yourself in the routine of doing the same thing for every shot. So it's a 3-foot putt, whether it's a 30-yard pitch or a 200-yard drive or anything in between, do the same thing. Because routine for me is going to be key. You may find in 6 months' time, you go, I'll tell you what, I might start putting a practicing into my routine. Doesn't matter if you did. Doesn't matter if you didn't, okay?
But then you build that in all the time.
Exactly. But you're always building in something that you want to try and adjust to maybe see yourself improving, but you're doing one thing at a time, and you're making sure whatever you do the same all the time. I think if you watch golf, and you can see golf from all over the place when you're on the golf course, you can almost tell they're going to get a good shot before they hit the golf ball, can't you? They just someone sort of fidgeting or sort of shuffling around and then seizing up at the golf ball forever and a day. You know it's not going to be a good shot more often than not, okay? Just because they don't look comfortable, okay? If someone sort of sets up to a routine, seems smooth and relaxed, it's boom, 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 swish, bang, whop, and the ball goes whether you want to go. Okay? But again, try and build that into your practice as well. So many golfers come to a range, go bang, 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 and just bash balls into a field. Well, that'd be like going to a football or rugby training session, just kicking balls into a field with no goal post, no person to pass to, nothing. Be very counterproductive, wouldn't it?
And I've done that.
Yeah, everyone's done it.
I've gone to the golf range and I've hit the balls and...
You've walked away going, I struck it pretty good, but there's no real target of where you're going.
Yeah, you go, well, that one was okay.
Yeah, but okay to what?
Yeah,
exactly.
And you just put another one down.
Yeah. We've all been there and done that, and sometimes I think a lot of people they go to the range to practice because they feel they should, and because they've been there, that is some element of productivity towards their golf. The same way some people go to the gym and walk in the gym and do a couple of runs on a machine and then might lift a few weights, but are they really getting any benefit from that? You've got to have some sort of program and plan. So again, when you play today, for example, come off the golf course, have a sort of 30-second quick thought in your head when you maybe change your shoes in the car park and go, right, where did I really play bad? Am I driving good? Okay, my driving was good. I hit 14 fairways. Do I tick the box there? So your putting was bad today. Oh, I putted terrible. So you note that down. So when you go and practice, maybe whenever you next go and practice, like, okay, rather than go to the range and bash that where it's going well, let's work on that.
Work on that, yeah.
If the irons were terrible, then work on that. So
my putting's not great.
Okay. That's something we could look at maybe the next lesson. But but then so you're always coming off the golf course looking at moving forward to try and improve your game, not just going, that was rubbish, or that was good, or this was bad, and just go to the range and I'll go and practice this week because I should, and just bash the club you've been hitting the ball well with. If you get better with your better club, your rich get rich and your poor get poorer. But unfortunately, we're measured on how bad your bad shots are. So if your bad shots are getting worse and your good shots are getting better, you're going to get worse as a golfer.
Because at the end of the day, you probably use your driver about
12, 15 times around
max.
And you use that probably 40 times.
That's
exactly.
Right. Or you chip.
Yeah, exactly. 100 yards in. If you can get good from 100 yards and in, your scores will come down. But on the flip side of that, if you can't hit the fairway,
that's right. And that's
no
my
benefit.
problem.
Exactly.
So I'm always...